one, ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. Still going.
On one, ready?
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progression...
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Burrow. A pass taken in by Johnson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. 17 yards that time to number 17.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do offensively and make the defense react. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
2nd down and 8. Now, Burrow. That's going to be intercepted. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Back to throw, Burrow. That's caught by Puka. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Johnson. And that big offensive run, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Bills. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score.
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
That's out quickly to London. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. That's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow on play action. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. 23 yards the pickup there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
2nd down and 3. Here's Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So they come up on 3rd down. So far, 2 possessions, 2 punts. Not a trend they want to continue. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. Now Burrow. Screenplay, Johnson. Finding room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. The Jaguars offense ready to go. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Well, now they'll try the end around. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They go play action with Burrow. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal from just inside the 5. Johnson, they'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Boswell So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
2nd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Danico Autry busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offense is all over, continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Levis to open with a pass. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Levis. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live the play.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Levis. The open man is Nakua. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's complete. He's got it to London. Second time they've connected on this drive, and 19 yards out of this one.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
First and 10. Here's Levis. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Mike zero.
Here's Levis to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Levis. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up. Here's first and 10. Throwing is Levis. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Conklin. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Last play got 15. This one gains 15. And another first down. Here's Levis. That's caught right side. It's London. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Levis. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He pulls it in around the 5.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Boswell. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Levis. Open man downfield, that's London. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
And he's trying to turn the corner, but will not do it. Brought down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And that is brought in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
To throw is Levis. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown Titans.
And this is just high level.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Burrow out of the shotgun. Connects with Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. This finds Smith. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Here we go.
To throw again, it's Burrow. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And it's a gain on the run, down to the 23. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Johnson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Burrow to throw right away. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Now it's Burrow. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And Steve Smith hauls it in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. The ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Levis from the gun. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And
It's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play. And for
touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown from 8 yards out. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
Levis will sneak it.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. In motion, Hill. Now Levis. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
Levis will try to throw for the 2.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
$13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Levis back to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The kick by Elliott is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Draw play, ETN.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Levis sets up to throw here.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down.
Levis to throw it.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Levis to throw once more.
Gets this one to Hill. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Levis.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Levis looking to throw.
And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow, screen play, Johnson.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
And that ball going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Left side, got Jones.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Levis will sneak it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Will Levis.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. And that's caught at the 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They go to Johnson again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, now how about this return?
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
Here's Levis. There's Manhurts, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Through the middle of the field.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
So the pick 6, and now Levis right back to the air. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
2nd and a couple.
Up the middle with Barkley.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. This pass is caught by London.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Bills! Saquon Barkley from 4 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return is Jones.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Levis. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Smith catches left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
A give up the middle to Johnson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Levis sets up to throw here. Tyreek Hill's got another one.
Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
They'll throw it again with Levis. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Toward the pylon, caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Done.
Now it's Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Levis from the gun.
Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.